Okay, lesson 150 is a general review, which means this is stuff that we've had for a while. I think we're still on black. Yep. So there is not a whole lot I'm going to do on here at all. I'm not going to give you formulas. I think you can look at some previous lessons to help you on some of these measurements up top. I don't mind if you get some help from people at your house. Obviously, I can't stop that, and I don't want to. But I want you to try as much as you can to do this on your own. As I look over it, notice that on 2, A, B, and C are the areas, whereas on 3, A, B, and C are perimeters. So make sure you're careful with that. All right, now let me look at the back side of this. Okay, so this is the one. This is the one that I helped you so much with on the last one. And these are kind of hard. So I take it back. I am going to help you on the back a little bit here because they go back and forth between English and metric. We don't review that a whole lot, probably not as much as we should. So I do want to help you on the back here. Okay? Let me do C with you on number 7, just as a review. That would be extra credit anyway. So for the first one, you need to round to the nearest millions. 9 is in the millions place in C. So I look at the number after it. That's a 2. Remember, 0 to 4 does nothing. 5 to 9 rounds up, right? So that 2 is not going to do anything to that 9. So we're left with 9 million. Make sure you make it 9 million, all those zeros. The next one is the thousands place, and this 9 is in the thousands place. So I look at the 6 after it, and that 6 will round that up 9 up to a 10, which will make that 0 a 1. So we have 9,210,000. All right. Then on C, we're rounding to the nearest hundreds, which is, oh, shoot. Where'd we go? Where'd we go? This is like last week's. How did that happen? That is weird. Let me hold on just a second. Hopefully I don't lose this. Hopefully it's still recording. Desktop. I want to go to here. I want to go to open. We're on 50 on the back. Open. I probably don't have anything. All right. So you should have the hundreds already, right? So I just have to do, no, did I do the hundreds? I don't think I did the hundreds. So you're going to write, oh, I need to, see now it's going to move on me, which is weird. All right. 9,209,000 and 600, because that 2 won't change it. Now we're going to go to the 2, and the 8 will change the 2 to a 3, right? So you have 9,209,630. All right. Mark under the greatest in each row. All right, so let's look at these. These are confusing because they go back in between English and metric, which can be a little bit confusing. So I'm going to help you on this bottom section, okay? Oops, sorry. All right, so we have a centimeter, a decimeter, millimeter, inch, and a foot. All right, so if you remember from your ruler, the centimeter was the smallest, right? And then 10 of these made a decimeter. A millimeter was even smaller than a centimeter. So these guys are all really, really small. A decimeter is more than an inch, but it's still really small. So on this one, a foot would definitely be the bigger measurement. All right. All right, on this one, a gram is super, super light. Okay. So I think in the former lesson, didn't I tell you that a kilogram was like 2 pounds? All right. So this is obviously smaller than that. And this would obviously be smaller than a kilogram. But a pound is only 1 pound, and we did learn that this was about 2.2 pounds. So even though it's not very heavy, it is the heaviest of all the ones on this. All right, so here, remember a liter is a little more than a quart. So a deciliter would be 1/10 of that, which is definitely smaller than a quart then. A centiliter is 100th of that, which is way smaller than a quart. And a milliliter is like that, you know, those little medicine caps you get with your medicine. And usually the medicine you guys take until you're about 12 is usually about 10 milliliters. And that's that little section of a cup, that little cup. So that's definitely smaller than a quart and definitely smaller than a gallon. Oh, I messed up. Deciliter is 10 quarts. Yeah, I totally messed up. I was thinking deciliter. I was thinking that was deciliter. This is more than 10 quarts, right? Because a deciliter is 10. A liter is more than a quart. So a deciliter would be more than 10 quarts. Well, it only takes 4 quarts to make a gallon. So this guy is actually the biggest. I'm sorry. This is so confusing. I was thinking deci because I saw centi and I saw milli, and so I just thought deci. And then there's deci right there to make it help me stay confused. All right, so now on this one, remember a meter stick is a little bit longer than a yardstick. A yard is 36 inches, whereas a meter is 39 inches. So a meter is bigger than a yard. It's bigger than a foot. A meter is going to be bigger than a millimeter because that's 1/1000th of a meter. And it's going to be bigger than a decimeter because decimeter is 1/10 of a meter. I think I got that right this time. So a meter would be our biggest or our longest measurement. All right. This section you just have to write M for metric or E for English. So I'll let you do that on your own. All right, the bottom part is a little tricky. So if you're going from quart to pint, okay, we have quarts. We want to know how many pints that is. So quarts to pints, even though pints is first, we start with what we know. So we're going quarts to pints. Larger to smaller, 1 quart is 2 pints. That was pretty easy. I know I like to go down. I don't know why I like to go down, but I'm going to keep going down because I like doing columns for some reason. All right, 8 pints is how many quarts? Pints to quarts, smaller to larger. So you divide. So 8 out of how many pints does it take to make a quart? Good. Takes 2. So it's 8 divided by 2. Good. All right, quarts to pecks. All right, so I'm going to write this so I don't mess it up. So it takes 8 quarts, I'm writing this over here by our mouse, equals 1 peck. And then it takes 4 pecks to equal 1 bushel. Okay? All right, that'll help us. All right, so if we have 24 quarts, 2 pecks, we're doing smaller to larger. So we have to divide. So it's 24 divided by how many quarts does it take to make a peck? It takes 8. 24 divided by 8, 3. Once again, know those multiplication facts and you'll get that easily, I should say. That would be better English. All right, pecks to bushels. So pecks are smaller than bushels because bushels are the biggest measurement we got. So we're 2 divided by how many pecks does it take to make a bushel? 4. 2/4. So this is half of a bushel. Bushel to peck. So bushel is larger than peck, so larger to smaller will multiply. So it's going to be how many pecks are in a bushel? 4. So 1 bushel would be 4. All right, I'm going to leave the last 4 to you. Okay, I know you only have to do 2. Go ahead and try those last 2. Get them right, you'll get extra credit, and will help your grade. So I think I will leave you with this. Have a great day, and as I look at my lesson plans, I'm doing a bunch of lessons all in one sitting on the Thursday before you're actually doing this lesson. So it looks to me like this is the next Thursday's lesson for me. So I think I'm done for the week. So I will talk to you guys again in a week. Well, I'll probably talk to you Monday for a Zoom or something. All right, I'll see you guys.